Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I'm Zero TGK. So in this episode, I want to talk about the environment. I know I'm talking about making a new phone and stuff like that, and that's environmentally costly. But I was thinking to use them as you to use recycled parts from phones, other phones. That way, it saves you money, and it saves you money, and it makes it makes for a more environmentally compatible phone. That way, we're not destroying the environment. We're just using what we found. We're just using what we already have to remake something else. So it's not that bad. I'm not increasing I'm keeping my carbon footprint at zero. So, I'm using something that was already been used to make something new. If it's still good parts in it, why not still use it? Exactly. So, yeah. So that's one thing about the environment because phones have we have more people in the world. We have more people, not people. We have more people phones. We have more phones in the world than people, and that's a lot. That's saying something. So we can recycle those phones. We wouldn't really need to be have to worry about making new material or using new items to be able to create new phones. You can use the same screens. You can use the same hard drive or whatever like that. You can use the same electrical circuits, so if you can still use the circuit boards and stuff like that, then why not continue to use them until they do actually fall out? But at the same time, new is sometimes better because you don't have to worry about it messing up, but sometimes old is also better because old phones are still good today. Their circuitry is still fine today, and they haven't been used in years. We got phones out there like that. Phones are lost and missing, but still, if you turn them on, they still work. That's wild. But litter, trash in the streets and stuff like that. Like I don't agree with. I just don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that there's litter everywhere. People throw their stuff out on the ground. People people throw their stuff out on the ground, the streets, on the highway, on the neighborhoods, stuff like that. I just don't like that. That's nasty. Like, I'd rather have, I'd rather like I'd rather just everybody like sustainable fishing. Like that's my train of thought. So but how do you do that? You're like how these cities are falling apart. I already have an idea for all that. You know what I mean? And they're environmentally friendly. You know what I mean? Like wood. Wood is recyclable, but like on a pier, on a beach, wood is recyclable. But since wood is recyclable, it's also very it's prone to wear and tear. It's not a renewable resource because wood isn't finite, it isn't infinite, but it's still it's still something that can be biodegradable. Is what I'm trying to say. It's something that can be biodegradable. So if it's something that can be biodegradable, um, if it's something that can be biodegradable, then it shouldn't be out in the water or like it's more prone to hurricanes and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying they don't stand up sometimes, but my point is wood is subject to decay. So I was thinking of ways these cities are supposed to go underwater. Well, how about just make underwater homes? Start doing that. Start making underwater homes. But you need a lot of people to do that stuff though. Like make some underwater homes. Yeah. And then that way people will be able to still live in these areas and still be able to survive a hurricane even. People can live underwater and we have to start making submergible cars instead of like cars that are on land. That's wild. And it would have to run on water itself. It would have to be a hydrogen power, a water power, completely water power. It have to be able to turn back into a regular car. Yeah, man, that's crazy. And it's environmentally friendly because it is water, just using water. And then on top of that, if it's in the same spot that it's already always been, you're not really changing the ecosystem no more than you already have. You're just using the same materials that was already there, unless you want to use a dome. But Yeah, at least you want to use a dome for oxygen and stuff like that. Then that's gonna cost a lot of money. But other than that, then hey, we have a whole underwater city, or at least have some underwater homes that can still get to the city. Either way, um, what else? What else? What else? What else? But we're talking the environment. I'm going on. Yeah, but that's still the point about the environment, though. We can still reuse the same land that we've already been using. We might have to use resources to make a dome, though. But point is, we can still have an underwater city, making underwater cars, and they can drop up to land and stuff like that. Or we can just get used to teleporting everywhere, which we ain't got there yet. But making some strides here and there. Um, what else? 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 Um, oh yeah, trash. I don't like trash. I don't like. I don't like trash in the roads. I don't like seeing that stuff. And I mean, it's hard to find people because you don't know who's doing it. So it might as well end up being a tax for everybody. So and I was thinking like I like my community clean. So I like my to keep my community clean. So even though I try every now and then to do some trash pickups, it gets tiring. It gets annoying because I have to do it by myself. And I know I can move some people, but it's like I'm not that type of person. I'm just a quiet guy. But at the same time, I see the problem. You know what I mean? Just doing it over the internet is easier for me because I'm not in front of people. Maybe I just don't like eyeballs or faces. Too many faces. That's weird. But realistically speaking, it's environmentally friendly to not throw your trash, not throw a whole pizza box, a whole donut box, a whole shoe, or just throwing random cardboard out the window, or I know some things fall off your truck, but somebody got to clean that up. And we could be using all that as a source of power and energy to power our homes. And people have not implemented that yet. And they've already known this technology, yet they don't want to implement it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why do you already know about something, but you don't want to use the better solution? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. That eludes me. How do we have the answers to the right? How do we have all the answers, but we're not even using the answers that you know what I mean? Why aren't we using the answers? Why aren't we using the answers that we already have? We already have the answers to most of the world's problems, but yet we don't want to do anything about it. Why not? I feel like if you've accumulated this much money, and I'm just talking about, you know, A, B, and C, but if you have lump sums, I guess to you are the leaders to help make the world flow better. Regardless of like if you make X amount of money, it is your responsibility because you pretty much are an elite, an echelon. You are pretty much up there. So it is your responsibility. You don't want to, but at the same time, you got to trust the people around your fans, your people that look up to you, because we got you. And right now, people not working and stuff like that, but it's the food industry. That's not people don't want to work. People don't want to work for the food service industry no more. There's too much food out here. People are trying to lose weight, and it's hard because everywhere is food. Everywhere is food, which is environmentally not friendly. Too much food. Everybody keep eating all the time. How about instead of spending all our money on food, we can spend all our money on making things or something that can advance our species. You know what I mean? So yeah. Well, that was a long video, but that's about it for that. Yeah, I think